time with me in California. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. Oh shit, you born in the Hamptons, I heard that's expensive. Damn, and you famous on Insta, your pics is a blessing. I think you could be a centerfold, no need for the money though. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. La 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 la, yeah, I met her at a 1-0. La 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 la, now we at the same house party. La 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 la, if you wanna waste time, baby, waste your time with me in California. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. La 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 la, yeah, I met her at Coachella. La 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 la, why you acting like you don't remember? La 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 la, ever wanna waste time, baby, waste your time with me in California. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. Where nights don't end and the camera don't stop and all we got's time to lose. Where the rain be on pause and the boulevard hot, I heard she like trashing rooms. And yeah, we're all drunk and a little too high if you wanna feel something new. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. Oh shit, you live in the canyon, how big is your mansion? Yeah. Fresh out of school, now you working and focus on fashion. Pretty girl and you let go. Got time but you got goals. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. La 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 la, yeah, I met her at a 1-0. La 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 la, now we at the same house party. La 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 la, if you wanna waste time, baby, waste your time with me in California. Hey baby, waste your time with me.
What's up, everyone?
Hello, hello, hello.
What's up, Osama, Dakota, Aaron, Black Rose? How's everyone doing tonight?
Who is Black Rose 397 in the group? What is the name, the actual name?
I do not know.
What's going on, Max?
What's up, Brandon?
Brandon, is the twin Taiwanese Spoolie Boys roaring yet? All right, Jerry. How you doing, buddy?
What's happening, Jerry? Well, once we got more people in here, we'll start off by saying we have a really good waffle tonight. Someone wouldn't mind sharing to the group that we're live. That'd be great.
And vaping, as we know it, ends in 10 months, as far as I've been told.
You don't have to fill me in on the reference now.
So the PMTA thing went in effect 2 or 3 days ago, and we have 10 months to get the PMTAs filed with the FDA. After that, if it's not filed, then you are no longer allowed to produce anything that was made after 8/8/16.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the reviewers went live and said that vaping as we know it would end in 10 months and we basically wouldn't be able to get anything anymore. And then Matt went on a little bit later, Suck My Mod, and kind of said, hold on. We need to kind of wait and see how this plays out. There's a lot of scenarios that could happen here. He seems to think that they're going to attack like the larger juice companies and the pod makers first, and kind of leave the open systems alone for a while. But he doesn't know. Nobody knows.
We'll have to go Mob Bros underground.
I don't
I'm
think.
kidding.
I honestly don't think we or any of the small modders will be affected.
I doubt it. That's not worth their time.
No. Well, and they don't have the They may send a cease and desist letter, and maybe we pay a fine. But
It's about as far as it would go. Right?
yeah,
Oh, I don't know where my eyeglass red went.
I mean, I'm not worried about it.
Robert, what's up?
Mr. BMM himself.
Oh, I think I've got a conversion for him now. I'll bring him back.
I didn't see Ricky came in. Matt, David.
It's been a good one.
I know. I'm full. I believe Caddyshack.
Much better. So I'm rocking this still.
Oh, nice.
The Narta on top.
Are you getting raped?
Sounds like it, right? And so this is the messed up part with my build, right? So it's like half closed. Right?
Okay.
So I go even more closed.
That was good.
It's almost mouth to lungy at that point, but it's working. Yeah, Robert, that's the thing that said. I have something to bring you back. So I guess, how many people are in here? 12? Did anybody share it to the group?
Well, I guess I could have done that. How do you share live stream to the group?
A link. I can share it.
Oh, yeah. Duh. Let's see. Why don't people answer questions? I feel like I spend most of my day declining people for not answering questions.
All right, guys. This is probably what you want to see. I know Robert will want to see it, so I'm going to show it. There is... Now, it skews the one little burn mark at the top. My soldering iron got it. And I'm going to work on getting that dyed darker. But there's the El Diablo Plus. Right there. There it is. It will gain 2 millimeters of internal size here. Because right now it is just a little too tight. You can get it out through the finger here, but right now hitting it kind of is as hard as the Diablo is. But I'm going to fix that. And that is a 10 mil at Star Bottle. In it.
Badass.
No bottom full bar anymore, just on one side. All the wall thicknesses are now 3 millimeters thick instead of 2. The doors are cut out nicely. There. Fits right up. Right there. Same Diablo form factor. Side by side with the OG. So
About the same size.
it is bigger. All around larger. 18 sits 50, sits 20 gauge wire with 6.5 mil bottle. 21 700, 18 gauge wire. Full silver contact still, with a 24 millimeter on the top It actually fit a 25. And,
Trim ring.
you know, but up to the bevel is 24. 25 will go to the edge. It's a 10 ml bottle. And it fit 2700s. So,
Dane, that might be the mod that brings me back to squonking.
and I think I'm going to be offering blue. And that's with a 24 millimeter ring.
Yeah, I agree with Brandon. It's still going to be small for 21,700.
Let's see. Fire. Bro, 10 mils of juice. Noise. Yep. It's pretty. The front door is slightly larger than the original. That was hard to avoid because of the button. It would have set a lot higher up for the button to line up, and it would have looked funny on the bottom. So the doors are definitely larger. The buttons will work and are interchangeable. And obviously the bottle is much, much larger. So there's the internal differences.
Yeah, it's all day vape now. No battery change required.
No bottom bar on this one. There's a bottom bar on the this one right here. No third center magnet. The cutout in the center.
Sexiest man alive's in chat. Richard
What's
Rodriguez.
up, Richard?
Yeah, I
A
see you,
rapture
Richard.
to compare.
Ken! Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Now remember, the Rapture doesn't have any body wrapping around the battery, and it doesn't have a 20 millimeter bottle that has to be made accounted for.
Yeah. And so, show you. Hold on. This bottle is so big.
That's a Rapture, Ken, if you're curious.
That's the bottom contact now. And the top contact. So right
In the
now,
finger fuck slot.
yep, in the finger slot. So right now, you'll see you have to go in from the top, and then it's in. And to get it out, I just put my finger under it, and she comes out. But that'll be fixed on the final ones.
Yeah, it's the reason it's a little short. It's my fault. I gave Dana an incorrect well, it's a correct measurement, but I didn't account for something. Yeah, I'm pumped up about this one.
Plus, that beautiful blue.
Yeah, it's a good color.
Prototype. I love it so far. Same exact as the Diablo, like profile. Kept that same profile. It's really comfortable in the hand. As you can see, it's a little bit bitter, but still stealthy.
And you can still vape with pinkies up. That's not an issue. I know some people were worried about that. Yeah, see?
Oh yeah. So the one change that's going to be made is the internal height is going to grow. It's going to grow by 2 millimeters. So it'll be easier to get the battery out. To get on this one, this is mine. I'm taking the first one. Considering I am still rocking a original proto of the El Diablo, original proto of the Plus. So the set right here.
I agree, Matt. You got to be able to vape pinkies up, or it's just not worth doing.
And everything like the other one, there's a little. I have a small amount of vertical door movement, but it's because the battery's pushing up on the plates. It doesn't happen if the battery's not in there. Barely any side to side. No. Door's not falling off. The 2 magnets. So, it's heavier gauge wires for those heavy batteries. If you want to use 30Ts like I am and do a low build, they can handle it.
Yeah, if you want to be James Bond, be James Bond. Not that I'm recommending you be James Bond. I'm just saying if that's in you.
I mean, I've been vaping on it pretty hard since I finished it. But that's a 0.3 or 0.32. Yep, same size magnets. Just 2 of them on each door instead of 3.
Yep,
Save my
same.
sanity.
Pain in the ass, little magnets.
Yep. Save my sanity on doing hundreds of them every batch. Yep. And the same size. But these are beefed up now too. So those feet are twice the size to go around it. So it's more secure. And I mean it. I feel it's great. Yeah, it's good. It's definitely good. I like it. If you guys have any other questions, just let me know in the chat. I'll answer them for sure. Looks like we'll be doing a list pretty soon. I don't think that one little change will make any difference. What's up, Philly?
Matt, I thought you were Mr. Billet Box. You seem to be buying a bunch of billet gear lately.
Which my billet box is sitting in the other room, just needs to be rebuilt. I wasn't busy. I was busy. Drinking water tonight, Blake. It's been a long day. I would say probably 2 weeks. Maybe 3, depending on when Nick wants to drop his next one.
Damn, David gonna end up homeless, Dane.
Well, I mean, I've talked about this for months now. Maybe 2 months. We talked about the Plus and maybe a little longer in the line. But it's finally here. And yep. I feel like I'm going to go back to my own mod again.
As far as dropping lists, I don't know. I don't have any real plans right now. I just finishing up with the Katana list, and it's almost one of those that makes you want to retire.
I hear you. The 16 batches that I've got going is heavy. Anybody waiting on their Diablo 1s from the last list, by the way, all the magnets are all there. The contacts are all soldered. The chips are all prepped. Everything's ready to go. It'll finish tomorrow. Packaging will hopefully happen tomorrow too. So, yeah.
Yeah, Dane and I are both going to try to jump on the Haku RBA.
Yeah, for sure.
Ken, she's the one to put him there. That's her packing. Those are all ready to ship out.
A price point on the Plus. So, I'll just do a quick explanation. The bottles are more expensive and the prints are more expensive. The wire's more expensive. Flat out, that's just the truth. So it has to go up. But I think I can do it for $10 more. So it'll be $170 instead of $160. But everything costs more for it. The only thing I get to save a little money on is silver. And magnets at a penny a pop or less.
Oh yeah, I don't even know if they cost a penny.
Save 4 magnets.
I think I pay like what, $9 for 1,000.
I think
500?
it's like 13 for 1,000 and like 9 for 500 and 6
Alright.
for 200 or something like that. I always buy 500.
Philly, both Dane and I are using the vape shell, and I'm running a .445 build with Nick salts, and it's working really good at about 20 watts. And you are
a .55 in mine, .57 fuse Clapton with the 1.2 insert, and I'm going at 23 watts at 35 milligram net salts, and it's beautiful.
It's not a dwarf, but it's real close. And I reach for this more than I reach for my dwarf, even though the dwarf has better flavor, just because this is super comfortable. The only thing that I wish is that it was lighter. It's really heavy. And I'm working a deal right now to get the Delrin version of this from Friendly Flipper, which should save quite a bit of weight, even if I've been told that I should not.
Not gonna lie, it feels nice to have that massive juice capacity.
That's literally an all-day vape. I mean,
10
You could
mLs.
you could at least last the entire workday with that thing. Not need to worry about batteries or bringing juice. At least I could.
It's not getting warm at all. Finish on it is beautiful. I don't have a single flaw in it except for where I fucking burned it like an idiot. Plus, you still have that. I don't know. I kind of like the different color blue button. Could have
I
dialed
think it
the
looks
button to make it darker, but
I think it looks fucking slick, dude.
yeah, I'm a big fan, man. And 10 mLs of juice. And theoretically, if there's a bigger bottle out there, I mean,
Taller.
it's got more room. The 9 ml bottle is thinner and taller. So this is the biggest at Star bottle they make. I love it, man. It's a winner. All right, it's still gonna get released. All right, well, everybody want to hear about this waffle? What do we got?
I'd like to hear about
What
it.
do we got tonight, Mr. Nick Pinkerton?
Well, Dane, tonight we have an unserialized Nardo with 5 caps and a NAR ring.
For RRP. It's actually less
Or
than
less.
RRP. It's actually less than RRP for the package. It will be $350 total. It'll be $35 a spot with a freebie. It is the best deal on a Narda I've ever seen in a waffle.
And I've got some good clear shots of it. I would give it a condition 8-ish, I think, is fair.
I think the deck is about an 8, 8.5, but those caps are
A little less.
depending on which one, look like
Yeah.
they may be a smidge less. So we'll call the package an 8. Keep in mind that there are a few flaws, but it is a Narda. It's a real Narda. Which, if you don't know, is like all-time highest rated single coil flavor Addy.
Oh, it's the first single coil Addy ever made.
Shut up. I don't want to hear it. If you guys don't know, I got kicked from Wits and Coils this week. I got booted and banned, and I got... Should I say what... I don't know if I should say what was said to me.
Let's just say you got a nasty PM from one of the admins.
I got a very homoerotic PM from a well-known admin, and then a block and a ban. I made one very minor, small comment in a thread in Narmods, and it was so harmless, but I got booted and banned.
It's not something I would even call disrespectful.
It wasn't disrespectful. It was, and it's the only negative reaction, and it wasn't even negative. It was just like I had some problems, and it was pretty hilarious in the end what was said to me.
Oh yeah, it was
Brian. You guys
Brian.
know me. I'm a nice guy. I don't stir drama pots. Every now and then I'll throw a troll comment out there, but it's not to try to get people too riled up. So, no longer can I like your guys' posts on Wits and Coils.
I think I may be the last mod bro standing in Wix.
I think Chris is still in there. But yeah, no. Kyle's gone and I'm gone now. It's true. I'm at least in Narmods.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm rocking, like... I just pulled the battery out of this. I am rocking this Narda on the Blasphemy. Like, these are my two tonight. Oh, wait a minute. Are we shorter than the Blasphemy? Are we talking small mod?
You're shorter. I had to make room for the 510, remember? I had to add 4 mil to the top of mine.
I'm just giving you shit.
Oh. No, I'm not trying to hide it. I had to add meat to it just to make everything fit.
I've been plugging mod bros.
Oh, there was, 5 or 6 people that got banned for plugging mod bros? They didn't get warnings. They just got straight up banned.
What was said to me, I really don't want to say it on live stream on YouTube, but let's just say it was very, very rude and inappropriate. Highly inappropriate.
And I get it, kind of. Like, they have to deal with, like, shithole people over there. Like, fucking Vape Nation type people all the time.
And I was very respectful in my message to him. And he was extremely aggressively disrespectful to his comment back to me.
What's up, Opal?
Banned me before I could even justify anything. Oh, it is toxic, unfortunately. What's up, Opals? Get your mod back? If I was drinking like normal, I thought by the end of the night. You're right. By the end of the night, I would freaking spill what was said.
You'd probably say more than that, too.
I would. I have words to say that are unbecoming.
What was going on where people were doing hashtag mod bros, and when you hashtag mod bros, I guess when you click on it, it links back to a search to us. So they were banning for linking to mod bros.
Well, just put it this way, Black Rose. There's no admin or moderator in Wits and Coils that owns one of our products.
And I don't think that we're frowned upon. I think it's just... It was one moderator that day who was on a crazy power trip. And anybody linking any site was getting banned with no real warning.
No, it was not Jay commenting with me.
No.
But I will say that I think the command came down, let's put it that way, for everyone in this thread, because the one that trashed on or said a lot of, inappropriate things to me isn't in Narmods. But Jay is. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
in Jay's defense, and I hate to defend the guy, Jay was getting attacked by everybody in that thread.
I wasn't attacking though myself.
You weren't attacking, but everybody else was
part
attacking.
Of it. That's the thing. I wasn't attacking, but I also wasn't going, that was a beautiful video you did. Like, it's like...
I think he was just reacting by anybody who posted in that thread without something nice to say just immediately got banned.
I think pretty much everyone in that thread that commented got banned.
Yeah.
It wasn't just me. Let's put it that way. I think other people got banned as well.
The murder's in the house.
What's up, Chris? It's the first live stream in a while that I've been pure Mod Bros.
I know.
Because right over here next to me, I've also got...
the BB. Look at that.
I call that a rare lineup.
No, Jerry, I never sent him one of mine because when I thought about sending him one, all I was doing was mechs. And I saw how he didn't care for the mech that Orjan sent him, which is Jay's boy. So I wasn't going to send one.
Yeah, and I will stand by Narmod's products.
I will too.
They're amazing.
Well, and this be real, the Narca, probably one of the easiest atomizers I've ever built. By far. One of the easiest.
Yeah, it's larger, Philly. It had to be larger. I mean, the problem is, if it wasn't larger, and it was the exact same thing, the button would be way high, and the bottom would stick up further than the top comes down. So I had to make them taller in order to fit the the extra 5 millimeters of space that I needed for the battery. So unfortunately, it's not. Now you will notice the top and bottom plates are larger too. That was to help with the size of the door, me trying to get there, but I would have either had to make these way larger, which would have affected the 10 mil bottle.
Chris, larger, yay!
So, Chris, one thing you'll be happy about is every dimension on the front door is an even millimeter dimension. It's even millimeter wide. It's like 71 millimeters tall. The button hole and both magnet holes are perfect millimeter distances from the top. And they're in the center. So this will be a very, very easy door. Plus, the button area is now a large square behind the symbol here instead of a circle. So buttons for the first one fit.
What's up, Mark?
Yep.
He showed a glimpse of the Akko, but he won't say its name.
I don't know what Addy that is. Oh, do we want to mention what I won 2 days ago?
Oh, yeah, that's right. 2 days ago, 1 a.m.
1 a.m. I got another M Addy for RRP from MEB Mods.
Then he debated for like 30 minutes on whether he should buy a bottom feed pin for it.
I couldn't figure out if the deck only version included the bottom flow pin, and it doesn't. But it is a 1 of 100 serial number, so
it's the highest end wicked, Dane.
So I will have 2 M-Addies. And you know where they're going to go. Because I dyed a blue little brother, Diablo, for myself in the same blue. And I'm going to end up with an M-Addy on both. That's going to be my package.
Are you going to put a burn scar on the other one so they match?
I'm going to have to.
Yeah, I think you
To
should.
make them burn twins.
Yeah. Or send them to me and I'll throw a laser on them and you can re-dye them blue.
I could. But both of mine had flaws. I mean, this one, I had epoxy in the logo. Right there. So, I mean, they both had mistakes.
Yeah. That's what prototypes are for.
Mm-hmm. Waffle it to the group. No. My M-Addies are staying. Yeah, my F5 game was on point. Like, I sat here for a long-ass time.
And when he says long ass time, he means like 6 hours.
It was 5. It was 5 hours. I sat on my computer, F5ing the shit out of it. No, it does squonk. You just have to have the bottom flow pin. And I have one. I have 1 single coil, 1 dual coil, and 1 no squonk pin for an M-Addy. But since I dual coil both of them, I needed another one. So if you use the Rit dye remover, it does work. It's like a powder you add to water, hot water, and you soak it. It's like a bleach, and it definitely will take some color out. It won't make it white again.
He's wanting to go darker though, so just re-dye it.
Yeah, if you want to go darker, just go darker. I mean, you just dye it again.
$210 spots. Whew. That's some flapjack playing there.
That's not even flapjack land. 210. $210 was what I basically won my FTW on, but I won on a step up. So I got a step up win and then a main win for my FTW edition.
Bonside pottery.
If I can find a little screwdriver, I'll pop the front door for you guys. And there's a little Barbie screwdriver.
Did you put a purple resin door on your BB, Diego?
Oh no, did I glue it down? Might have put it in too early. Front door's not coming off. Yeah. I might have to pop that and fix those spots with the sandpaper and re-dye. Because I think I put it on too early and the epoxy on the magnets stuck. Which is fine. I don't plan on putting panels on this one anyway. This is just the prototype.
Aaron, I think he's camera shy, just like Mark is. Just like Sean is.
Camera shy. Why?
I don't know.
Oh,
I've seen
high 30s.
pictures. Murderer sleeping.
Yeah, I tried for a Geppetto today. He did 3 in the group. No dice. Never win. Alright. Let me get a setup for the waffle. So I will not be watching chat, guys, for a little bit. But Nick can fill me in. But I will get us set up for Anarda.
Well, that's nice, Diego. Blake, I'll be honest with you. We're not looking to get Geppettos, or I'm not looking to get a Geppetto to keep. I was looking to win a Geppetto to resell. As nice as they are and as good looking as they are, it's too expensive of a mod for me to just keep and use.
All right, so
Mark, I've seen your face. You have the cutest, most little baby face, Mexican-y looking, like cute cheeks I've ever seen. Jerry, a waffle. I don't want to say it's gambling, but it's similar.
how many caps?
So you
5 caps?
do what?
5 caps?
5 caps. I thought I had 6, but I don't know where the 6th one is.
Okay.
So
It's a raffle. I'll just say that. It's a raffle.
So you basically buy a spot, and you can buy as many spots as you want. The first person who buys 2 spots by saying X2 in the thread, the waffle thread, gets a spot free, so they only pay for 1. You pay for however many spots you buy, and each spot on this waffle will be $35. So if you X1, that means you want 1 spot. If you X1, you can call what spot you want, so long as it's not been taken. So if you want spot 4, you can do X1, spot 4, or X1, and then 4, and that will reserve your spot. You then pay the $35 per spot that you take. Once it fills up, they randomize the numbers, which is based on the spots that you buy, so 1 through 11. And then the first person on the third random wins the waffle, wins the item. So you potentially could get a $350 package for $35. If that makes sense. I don't know if I explained it clearly.
It was clear to me.
What's going on, Sean?
All right, Blake, here is your waffle you wanted to play in, by the way, for one of the best RDAs out there.
And it is good. It's one of those I had to get just to see. Like, I knew I was never going to own it, but I had to try it because of everything that I've heard about it. So when I found one for RRP or less, I went ahead and grabbed it. Yeah, something like that, Aaron. That's right. Is that how it works? You get 2 spots, you pay for 2, and you get a third one free?
Yeah.
Oh.
If
Oh,
you're the
I didn't
first
even know
one.
that.
You're the first one. It promotes the purchasing of a multiple spots off the bat. If
Okay.
you
So,
want it-
yeah, Aaron is right. I was wrong. Don't listen to me on that part. What's going on, Andrea?
Just getting all the images saved, guys.
And if you need another, I can shoot some, but I think I represented it really well. Multiple angles.
Am I missing anything?
And before anybody says anything, yes, I know I need to trim my nails. Yes, there's probably dirt underneath my fingernails, but I've been working all day today, so cut me some slack, would you?
So let's go. Let's give it some time because this one will fill extremely fast, and I want everyone to be prepared. Let's go for 9:50 Central Standard Time. So it'll be 9:50 p.m. Central Standard Time. It'll go to the group. Because I have a feeling this one will fill extremely fast.
Look at Sean's lineup. Not a single mod bro in it. This isn't the vape team, Sean.
Who do you think you're trying to impress with those dual Viking mods, huh? There you go, Sean. I'm 100% mod bro tonight.
And that is a first.
Not a first.
Well,
I mean, and then sitting. I mean, okay. So total sitting next to me here is a Rapture for me to build something on. My OGO Diablo, Blasphemy, Diablo Plus, BB Bots, and the Voyeur. That's it. So
tonight,
it is tonight, yeah.
a unserialized Narda, Andrea,
Yep.
with 5 caps and a Nar ring. Overall condition of the package, 8-ish. Deck better condition than the caps. Some of the caps are in good condition. There's a couple that are, and the clears are. They may look a little frosty now, but once juice hits them, they clear out. That could be from my water. It's a little bit hard.
Munch cap. I mean, okay, so I guess I do have one more. I have my MK with my dwarf. I'm ready to go.
Hey, what's on your BB box? I didn't catch that.
I don't know, some Chinese RDA.
Oh, that is a good looking RDA. I hate to say it.
Surprised that wasn't on this tonight.
Well, Skyfall's just as good.
It's their flavors equivalent.
You know what? You need an NVIDIA RDA, and I know a guy who's got one.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I do. It's brand new in the packaging. Hasn't even cracked the seal. Comes in a wood box, Dane. You know it's high end if it comes in a wood box.
I always tape my balls. I just don't use them to randomize anything.
Just to get them out of the way. Oh, Aaron, I'm a big fan of the dwarf.
I'm not adjusting the gap on this, by the way. It's not going to happen. There's no chance
I think it looks good that way.
in hell I'm letting this textured CA topped mod scratch the shit out of this bottom of this Addy. No way I'm fixing that gap.
You're right, Sean. It is no NVIDIA. I think NVIDIA is the new hotness, but a lot of people have been talking it up. I'd like to get one myself. Maybe I could get one for the group.
Machining is...
What Addy is that?
I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, that's clown.
I need a new tank, though.
I like clear myself, Aaron. So if you get an Ultim, I'd buy the clear off you.
Yeah, the 16's really small. The 22's like the perfect one.
Mark, I haven't heard that, Mark. I was told that it comes extremely clean, ready to vape right out of the box.
What's happening,
Sure.
Anthony? All right, guys. The Narda is going to drop in about 4 minutes in the group.
Sean, the one they just dropped was called the AU edition, the gold edition. That's what AU stands for. And it comes with 3 caps, 3 drip tips, and 3 trim rings, if I'm not mistaken. So it's basically a loaded package. Yeah, the problem is getting it, Aaron. You might get a wormhole. Those are easier to get, I think, than the steam tuners. I've never seen the steam tuners in stock.
I have.
Have you?
It's just they go quick. But they'll notify in the group when they're gonna add caps and stuff.
Wait, steam tuners has a group?
No, in KHW
okay.
forum. I mean, I've got a 3.5. I'd probably sell because I don't think the wormhole's leaving. Since I got it.
Is it the top fill?
No, my 3.5 is bottom fill.
I have the 3.5 bottom fill.
Yeah.
I think Garen's got the top fill. That's what I'm interested in.
Yeah, the top fill would be cool. Like I after using bottom fill for a while, I want top fill because that Altum with that O-ring on the bottom, it sits that tank down tight, and it's kind of hard to get off sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I had to use a little Barbie screwdriver inside the airflow hole to get it to turn sometimes.
Barbie screwdriver.
I don't know what a Chew is, Aaron LaBerge. I can't say that name. Not Aaron LaBerge, but what you wrote. Is that a Chew?
Sean, I'll try to do that for you. I mean, if you guys really want one, I'll try to source one for you.
I feel pretty good about my collection until Dane starts with his buffet. Well, kind of have the insider on that one. I kind of make these myself. Check out that blue, guys. I think I'm going to offer this color now.
You should.
Blue is going to be offered.
Andrea, I like the MTL much more than I like the direct long. So if you like the direct long and you don't mind a restricted draw, I think you'll really like the MTL.
Yeah, the MTL is the best one. That's why it's the most sought after. And it's restrictive, but it's not crazy restrictive. You can buy the 2mm insert or the 2.5mm insert for it. Alright, guys. It's about to happen.
I'm sorry, and it wasn't me, it was Chad. If Robert comes on,
You should get a spot in this. Buy a spot.
Robert Riggins said that the S-Tank is his favorite RTA now. Chad Vape says it's his favorite RTA now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, we're closed.
Wow, really?
Closed. Yep. All right, hold on, guys, to pay, because I got to refresh to see who made it.
I honestly didn't think it would go fast.
Oh, it will. It's an RRP Narda. Hold on, guys. Let me post the list.
We're going to redo this waffle. It's going to be 50 a spot.
We're not following our own, rules here. All right, hold on. It closed. Let's see, it's 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It closed at Matt's.
Aaron tried for a stank, but he lost the waffle. Around here, you just go to the city and you can get all the stank you want.
Sorry, guys. It closed at Matt's Morales. So, Osama, Blake, Brandon, Aaron, Robert, and Matt made it in.
Fuck you, Robert.
was a fast one. I'm making the list. Don't submit payments until I made the list, please.
And checks it twice.
Yep.
Did Osama win yet?
He's prepped to win. You got 4 spots.
Ken, we've talked about doing the wire, but here's my problem. I have what would probably be considered a lifetime supply for me. So it's going to be expensive for me to want to let it go. We were talking, and I think we'd have to do it 11 by 10 for me to want to offer up a pack. And it's not because I'm being greedy. It's just that's the incentive I would need.
All right, guys. Some of these spots have already filled. Sorry. Brandon English, number 5 is taken, but I'm giving you number 6. Osama did get his in really, really early. I watched it pop up. So, he had 5 called first. Blake, you're going in 2 randoms.
Mr. Feeney and Raiden, how we doing?
Robert, spot 4 was called and you were lower, so you're going to get spot 11. You want spot 9? I've already told Aaron LeBurge he had spot 9, Robert. Hope 11 is good for you. You did post yours in a comment, Brandon. You do have a point there, and I did make the comment about that if it was in the comment. So, Osama, you're going to get moved off number 5 because I did make that comment in last week's live video. So, I'll give you 5, Brandon. I'll give Osama 6. Keep in mind, guys, it's truly random, so don't get insulted.
Richard, it may not be worth that much to anybody but me. It's worth that much to me because that's what it would take for me to let go of it. I have enough for me for a lifetime. So to get rid of it, I would have to be heavily incentivized.
All right, guys, the list is posted. Please confirm it for me.
Watch now. Fucking Brandon.
Alright, so the changes I had to make were, Brandon, you got your number 5 because it's posted in the comments. Robert, I couldn't give you number 9 because I had already said Aaron LeBurge got 9 because he went 3-7, and yours was behind that, and I'd already put it in. Matt, you were the last one in, so you got the last spot, which was number 1. Robert, I gave you number 11. Blake, you got 10 and 2. Osama has 4, 6, 7, and 8.
He's coming in hot.
Yeah. So I think that's everybody. Osama with 4 spots. Blake with 2 spots. Brandon English with 1 spot. Aaron LeBurge with 2 spots. Robert with 1 spot. Matt's with 1 spot. Okay. Go ahead and submit payment.
And good luck, fellas. I appreciate that, Brian. I think they turned out pretty good myself.
Yeah, it's
Rich, yeah, I like it a lot. If you have 0.6, I don't know what you have.
I'm running a Narta on a regulated right now, but it's meant for a mech build. It's a 0.3. It's real restricted right now.
SSV 0.3?
No, it's 0.3 ohm. It's an alien. It's a wiener crowd.
No, he's talking about SSV wire.
Oh, 0.6. For sure.
I think he's talking about SSV wire.
Sorry, I'm not staring at comments because I'm checking payments right now.
Ken said, "Congrats, Osama." But yeah, Richard, 0.6 I find awesome on a mech. I run about 7 reps on a mech, and it's glorious. 25 foot of 0.5 and 0.6. 50 foot total. Yeah, that's baller, dude. 0.5 is great for RTAs, as Dane has shown me.
0.5 for RTAs, and then some real restrictive RTAs use 0.4. The 0.3 I don't see a purpose for unless you're using it to like make a
Cartomizer.
or twisted, like if you're doing a braid or something maybe. But it's really high ohm. Doesn't work well on much. Maybe an 18350 mod.
And then 0.6 on your RDAs. I use it on Max. I've never used it regulated for the 0.6, so I can't tell you if it's good or not. I assume it would be. And temp control.
Yeah.
Not a problem, Robert. Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't tell you to put it on a regulated for one.
All right,
But yeah,
we're paid
lock
up.
the resistance.
Just cleaning up my post. There we go. It's finally letting me take out the spaces in between, but when you copy and paste it, it's just as bad. Alright guys, payments are good. Let me get the randomizer set up and we'll run this. Congrats to whoever wins this. I was gonna buy this until I bought a billet box.
Richard, you should give temp control a try. I use it on my dwarf, and it's pretty awesome. SSV's coveted in some parts of the world, like coveted.
It is, for sure. I'm just gonna make Blake wait now.
It does look like motor oil. That's the only thing I don't like about the smoked wormhole.
It is hitting hard. I'll do with that. Alright, let's transition. We'll do it. It's 10 o'clock. Alright. We have 11 names, starting with Matt's, ending with Robert. We will paste this over and remove all these spaces in between. It is 11 entries. Starting with Matt's, ending with Robert. 11 entries, 3 rounds. This is for the Narda and 5 caps. So those are the 5 caps you get. That looks like a Munz. That's an Otis. That's a Munz. That's an Otis. It looks like those are 2 Otis caps, and I'm not sure who makes that black Ultima or that cap with an Armod's ring. Beautiful package. Congrats to whoever wins this. It'll be first on third. It is 10:01:07, 10:01:08. First on third. Here we go. First, Aaron on top, Aaron on bottom. Second, Blake on top, Osama on bottom. 10:01:19 seconds, 10:01:22, 22:23, and the winner is Blake Pearson. There you go, Blake.
Congrats, dude.
Spot number 2. So you have 3 rounds completed. Right there. Congrats, man.
Congrats, Blake.
Now you gotta let me borrow it.
Big win. 2 spots.
Yep, very big win. spot number 2.
Congrats, Chad.
Blade.
Opals, we can do a pack if there's enough interest, but I don't know. I don't want to seem like a dick for doing it for that much, but
Did Blake even watch it? There he is. Finally. It's like,
how long has he been after one? Balake.
Want to go to war, Balake? Well, we can talk about something else I have available tonight.
Akko?
No. I'm not doing. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the Narca yet. But I have a titanium beauty ring, forged and machined in Pakistan with a drip tip. The RP of this ring and tip is like $100. And I paid $30 in shipping to get it from Pakistan, but it is a full titanium ring and tip. So they're beautiful. They're M-Addy height.
That's shiny, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you can see the titanium on the inside.
Yep. It's titanium. And it's a beautiful ring. And then the drip tip is a 510 and is also titanium.
Oh, that's a nice tip, dude. That's like the JMK tips, only in titanium.
Mm-hmm. So, if we want to do those, I can do them. I do have a Narca I may waffle.
Can't tease us like that, Dane.
I haven't decided if I wanted to yet, though. Because RRP on the Narcas was like, I guess I have a Mun's cap for it too, slam trap.
Take that piece of fuck coil out of it and let's waffle it.
I think in my Narca right now I have one of my coils. Oh yeah, this is definitely beautiful, guys. Looking forward to sending this out to you guys. Still may decide to put bar magnets up here. Haven't decided yet. Just for more. Of course I drop it. But, so I was putting it on weird. I don't know. We'll decide.
I think bar magnets would be easier to install.
I think so too. I just gotta get some. I don't have them on hand. I have the round
You
magnets.
could even go with a 2 mil bar magnet and get that super suction going.
I don't have that depth. I could. I mean, could, but then I'm gonna run into problems with lighter colors again, and that's one of the things I wanted to be able to do on this version, is have my magnets not show through on light colors, so people want orange or want, teals and stuff like that, and these blues, they don't show magnet holes.
Yeah. No, Brandon, the Narca. Yeah, the Narca is the hardest Addy to build on.
Fuck that. I don't want to get back into it, but I'm no longer a member of said group.
Well, they make a green, Ricky. So it's weird with dyes because dyes can use multiple pigments to make the color that it is. So, like blue may have 5 or 6 different pigments to make that blue, and then if you mix it with a yellow that has 4 or 5 different pigments, what ends up happening is you don't get green, you get brown.
Yeah, brown's an easy color to make. Just take my money now. Yeah, I will. Eventually, if you want one. I'm not going to say no to your money.
Yeah, pigments.
So I didn't see. Do you guys want the ring and tip?
Fuck Mark.
If you don't, I won't waffle them. I'll just put them up for sale eventually. Let me know if you want them. Because that would be the next waffle we have. And then, do you have anything else? You have that one RDA.
Who, me?
Yeah. No, I'm...
Oh, do you want to do an NVIDIA? I think I just found one.
You're welcome, Chris. It wasn't a bad fix. I will say, I don't know what's up with the battery cap threads. I only removed the cap to take it apart and put a battery in. But I think it needs a new battery cap. Looks like it's plated, like chromed or something, or silver plated. But yeah, it fired nice when I was done. Good, yeah. I put a thicker gauge wire on their positive pin than it had, so it should actually hit harder.
What was it? Was it a Eternity or a Voyeur?
The Malu.
Oh, neither. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looked good. Everything else looked good on it.
You know, I get PMs quite frequently asking me what color Sharkskin Gray is.
It's whatever color he feels like it is that day.
They'll send me a picture and be like, "Is this Sharkskin Gray?" I'm like, "Yep, sure is."
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. Almost went through a 10 ml bottle and the battery's still hitting good. By the way, guys, bottle order did come in. I have it. These are just 2 of the 70 bags I have of these.
So pretty.
So, these are what the bottle colors came in at. Square bottles.
You did, Chris. I actually did make 2 mods that were a true Sharkskin Gray. And they look fucking dope. But now it's just become a thing.
What?
Sharkskin Gray. I did actually do 2 Sharkskin Grays that looked cool. They were...
Someone ordered. Those are 9 ml bottles. 7 mils. These are all refill bottles. Whole bunch of squares. Whole bunch of rounds. Couple people expecting, I'm pretty sure expecting to own a Diablo Plus because there's the 10 ml bottles. And then
Oh, somebody got a little baby.
one little baby bottle. So yeah, I will get these organized. I have to go through every single person's order and figure out what you ordered. Get it all packaged up, print your printing label, and there are 29 orders here. So I will be working on this as fast as I can tomorrow after I get the Diablo List 5s done. So you'll see tracking coming up soon.
Did you get any extra bottles, Dan? I don't think you did you?
I did. I got bottles for the 2 El Diablo Plus prototypes. And then I got bottles, a few extra round bottles
I'm thinking Richard might want some.
I picked up a few extra round black bottles, and that's it. Oh no, there's Octos here. There's only one bottle of thing of squares and then a bunch of Octos.
Yeah, I blew through a ton of squares this batch.
Yeah, if you ordered a mod, I may send your bottles with it, just so you know. Just to keep it easy.
So what else is there to talk about, Dane? Oh, you know what we could show? How about the double dick regulated deal whole thing?
You mean the idea we came up with while I was F5ing my ass off for another M-Addy?
Yes. Yeah, do you have it or do I need to send it?
I have it. Let me find it. Hold on.
Brandon, I posted pics of a bunch of them. I can't show them to you now because they're boxed up. That's what.
The price be on the ring and tip.
All this is.
Their RRP is 100, and I paid like I won in a waffle, and then it was $30 shipping. So RRP with shipping was $130. But I would do the ring and tip and a waffle for 100 total, so it'd be $10 a spot if you guys want it. Hold on, guys will show you let's say a preview of a potential product we may make, or it may just be me and you.
That's the official term, Ken. That is its official name, the DDRD.
All right, I found it. Let me make it bigger. All right, you guys ready? Let's do the ring and tip. All right, I'll put the ring and tip up. But here is a mod that. So we'll give a quick background. I was trying to win another M-Addy and didn't win another M-Addy from MEB mods for RRP. But as I was spending the 5 hours of refreshing the website trying to get it, Nick kept me company on Skype, and we had I'll say I contributed to the realization of something that you should do.
Yeah.
Say that's the way it was.
We were just throwing ideas at each other, and you're like, you know what you should do?
And it's not gonna lie, it looks badass. This isn't the final because you're gonna make some changes, right?
Yeah, I'm going to shrink it down to 18650.
So what you're about to see is one that's. We'll see if it gets released on a list. I doubt it personally, but
I doubt it personally.
it may be an SNL few blasphemy style rare ones, but it's sponsored or not sponsored, but
Influenced.
yeah, definitely highly influenced by the blasphemy. So here it is. It is a dual. It'll be 18/650 75C non-squonk parallel mod. So you'll get that high milliamp hour dual cell, but it'll be 18/650 because there's no reason to do dual 2700s or 21700s. That'd be insane. So two 18/650 DNA 75C non-squonk. So there it is, guys. Something that we just Nick made. I inspired.
I slaved over it. Hours I slaved over that drawing.
Shut up.
I'm still wore out from it.
So
Does anybody even squonk still, Brandon?
better still squonk. Yeah, it's a nice tank mod. If you use it for an MTL tank, oh, dude, that's 2-3 days worth of battery.
Oh yeah, easy.
But an 18650 will be light and small enough, and it'll fit comfortable in hand. And we can say, I don't know if you want me to say where the idea came from.
Go for it.
So, my only complaint of the Blasphemy was that it's not comfortable for me in the front because I'm not thumb firing like you would if this was the regular Oni. It's side fire. So my fingers wrap around and I use a different set of fingers to actually use. So my idea was to round this front so that it's more comfortable in the hand. And that turned into putting a second battery there. So on either side there'll be a battery. And so it'll be rounded and it'll fit more comfortable, which I obviously like that design of the two rounds in your hand. It's really comfortable. Yeah.
So I spent about 10 hours crafting that. No, it didn't come from...
No?
No.
I would give credit because this is where I am normally the asshole. It is not like any other Frankie. There is a mech version with batteries on the either side.
Yes.
Frankie, but this is regulated non-squonk. I'd say, I mean, it's no more inspired than just the wing on the top. And that's, I don't even know if that was truly a copy or just an idea.
All right, so here's a little backstory. Katana, right, was the first mod that I came out with before or after doing just boxes. I didn't even know who Frankenskull was when I came out with the Katana. I'd never heard of him, never seen him. I built a Katana with no wing, and then I was just playing around with shit, threw a wing on it, threw it out there. Kyle hated it, told me that I was fucking dumb for even thinking about it.
I liked it.
Dane liked it, and I liked it. So that was the Katana, right?
GT.
Now, yeah, Katana GT, because it's a race car with a wing. So whenever I was going to do something else, I wanted to keep the same kind of Katana, but I was like getting really big into the open battery stuff. The Evade Mods Nude or Nudeless was like so baller to me. And I wanted to go that route. So what I did is I figured out a way to add doors and to cut the back off of the Katana. So if you look at a Katana and an Anamaru, the front is the same. The only difference is how the battery inserts in the doors. When I did the Blasphemy, if you guys haven't noticed yet, it's nothing more than an Anamaru with the 75C jammed where the squonk hole or the squonk bottle was. So while we have one mod that was inspired very heavily by Frankenskull, that is not it. But we do have one mod that was, we love this design by Frankie. We'll never get one. Let's make one our own.
I would be the first one to call it out.
Well, you were the first one to call it out.
Copycat. I'm just putting a photo in our chat just so it's easy for me to get to.
What am I doing with it?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. You just told me, didn't you?
Yep. Just to hold it somewhere. I'm setting up the ring and tip waffle dice. Keep in mind, these tips do not ship with any O-rings in them. So you're going to want to put the O-rings in whatever Addy, from whatever spare kit in the Addy that you want to use it on. And I guess that's standard for them. I don't know. It's the first time I've ever gotten an order from this guy. This guy makes all exotic metal rings, caps, Damascus, and so on. M-Addies to Achus and, Skyfalls, Venas, all that stuff. So let me get this made, and we'll post it up. It'll be pretty cheap for this ring and tip. It'll be $10 a spot.
Yeah, Aaron, I thought that was funny too.
What?
There was a post on Wix where somebody showed a Demi Lovato, and they're like, "Have you ever seen this mod?" And the first like 3 comments were like, "Isn't that a mod, bro mod?" Oh, I started laughing.
What's the RP on this was $130 shipped because it came from Pakistan.
Yeah, we're no Frankenskrull, but to even be mentioned in the same breath as him, I mean, I don't know about Dane, but I kind of take pride in that a little bit, just a little bit,
Yeah.
because he's the one modder that I would pay big money for one of his mods.
Yes,
I like
Brandon,
everything he does.
Brandon, it's from Farouk, or whatever his name is. It is, yes.
What's going on, Joseph? I didn't see Braden. Spoiler has 10 horsepower, and 2 spoilers at least 90.
Pretty sure we ran that joke for a while. And I was like, it adds volts.
Well, it's kind of like the stepping on the 75C on the bottom. That's actually a brake for when you drop your mod, so it doesn't slide off the table. It toe heels.
You never called me back after I said you need to watch this review and just understand that he thinks the print lines prevent it from like sliding. Yeah.
Oh, that makes me giggle.
Let's see. All right, so we'll post this up at 10:26. 10:26 for the ring and tip. I don't expect this one to fill super fast because it is a pricey ring and tip, but it is beautiful. It is M-Addy height, and it is a titanium handmade ring.
You throw that on an Ultim cap of some sort, that'd look good.
I had every intention of using it for that, but I need to make a couple prototypes of different mods that I'm working on, and want to order some prints. So,
And that tip style is one of my favorites.
So 10:26. That's about a minute away. Yeah, it is. It is amazing the impact. I mean, we're a small group. 2 of us making mods. Nick making more than me for sure, but making lots of mods for a reasonable price. Not making them super hard to get. And yeah, we are. I think we are making some difference.
Plus, I think the main thing, we have a cool group, cool bunch of cats in it. Like that thread today, I didn't know if I wanted to let it go through, but I'm like, I think people can handle it. The one about teen vaping?
Yep. That's I approved it.
Yeah. Well, I've seen threads like that turn into real shit shows in other groups.
So there would be it on the Skyfall. By the way. So.
But everybody was real reasonable and even tempered. I thought that was cool.
Because our group isn't a bunch of D-bags.
And I'll tell you, one of the coolest things for me, and I don't know about you, but when Mod Bros first started, it was mainly just me, Dane, Chris, and Kyle posting stuff, and then people would react. But once the group started becoming autonomous without us and kind of had a life of its own, that's when I was like, oh, this is fucking awesome. You know what I mean? If I don't post for 2 weeks, the group doesn't die.
Yep.
It doesn't need me anymore. I've never thought about a 250. I mean, we talked about it a little bit when you were F5.
Mm-hmm.
250C doesn't fit either of our vape styles, and I don't know that we know anybody who really does the 250C game.
Yeah, which is on a dual cell. That's 167, or is it 200? I think it's 200 on the
It's
250C.
200 now, yeah.
I mean, that's fine, but you'd have to really do that. You're gonna need a big addy, like if you're gonna want to use 200 watts. So we'd have to be accommodating large tanks, and I just don't think that's either of our styles. And if we're not into it, we're not gonna make it. I mean, it's just
And
the
if it's
truth.
battery life that you're after going series, running a high ohm build with high voltage, I still think that you're going to get better life out of a parallel setup.
Yeah, I mean, if you need more than 75 watts, our mods just aren't really designed for you. It's just the truth. You know?
And we are thinking about other chips, though. Like we've talked about StarPlat, and if that's something that we can reasonably get, we'd really like to build a mod around that.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool to do, and that's one of the ones I have in the works. Hopefully, will be.
And of course, the DNA 60.
Yep.
Just for the efficiency and the small size. The board is much smaller than the 75C or the 250C, so you can build a physically smaller mod to house it. And then what's the other one? I can't ever think of the name. Die codes.
Yep.
We've talked about die codes too. It's just that die codes, you're instantly adding $100+ to the cost of a mod.
Yep. Sorry, guys, I'm making the list.
I don't know what the union is. Pardon me. I've always heard of StarPlats, but I never really looked into them until we were looking at drop tanks in different groups. And there was a group that had a StarPlat and a drop tank, and noticed how small the mod was, and then got to looking at the actual chip, because it doesn't use buttons except the fire. Like you do all the changing in the menu and stuff by tilting it. It's got accelerometers and gyros in it. It's a pretty cool idea. I don't know how it works in function, like in physical world. Like it sounds cool on paper. I don't know how awesome I'm gonna I need to raise my watts.
I mean, you're not doing it a ton. That's the thing.
Yeah, true.
That's the whole idea of it.
But just being able to make a super small mod with it is the most appealing part for me. And it looks like it's easy to wire up for remote buttons.
Yep.
It could have been Diego. I'm super bad about names, and I see so much stuff now that I can't remember where I saw it or what it was that I saw until I see it again. It could have been. It may even been in the StarPlat group that we saw it. I don't.
Well, there's one mod company that uses them in all their mods.
Okay.
We got 2 spots left in the ring and tip.
Yeah, I'll never get away from mechs. I mean, when it comes down to it. Yeah, still. I mean, if all I could have is one mod, it would be a mech.
I'd probably take a FET, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, because you can work on it if Armageddon happens.
Well, if Armageddon happens, you're not charging your fucking batteries, so just get over it already.
Dude, I can take 2 nails and a potato and make a battery.
Yeah, but you ain't vaping off that fucking battery. Blake, pick 1 or 11.
I know, Braden. It does look nasty, but it sure tastes good.
I like that look, to be honest with you. Like,
You like the oily look?
yeah, I don't care. Screw anyone that's judging me because of my dark-looking liquid.
Well, it's Braden.
Yeah. He's just jealous because his wormhole hasn't shown up yet.
He's the only one that doesn't have a wormhole.
You can go ahead and pay, Ricky. It's fine. It's going to fill. It's only one spot left.
I got you, Ken.
Yeah, that 67 mods Go 350 actually does look really cool. I just wish it had like the DNA 60 in it.
And an 18650 battery.
Well, the DNA 60, so you do temp control on it, so then you don't have to always build a 0.7 or higher. Yeah, if your name's Tad, you're good to pay. This isn't like the other one where I didn't want people paying, before they knew they had spots.
So the only experience I've had with the 18350 is the Chode, and I put like a 0.7 build in it, and I just didn't get any battery life at all.
Yeah, they're only like 800 mAh.
Yeah, I didn't see the point in it.
If you're doing true mouth alone, it's not bad.
Yeah, I can see that. Like if you're doing a 1 ohm or higher.
Yeah, it is. That's the MK. With a beauty ring, because I'm using 1.2 insert, so I don't need a big airflow. But
Oh, how's that work, bro?
hits exactly the same.
You're just now telling me this?
Yeah. If you're using the 1.2 millimeter insert, you don't exactly need 4 or 5 millimeters plus 2 millimeters high of inlet.
I can't believe you, Dane. I've been talking for like 3 weeks now about getting a trim ring for it, and you never said just put one on there.
It's a really short one I have. It's the one off the Haku Boltum sets that I really like. This is the one I was trying to tell you about. Like, it's my favorite beauty ring because it's just short. It has a bevel at the top.
I like it.
Still got one spot left, guys.
What's up, these nuts?
What's up, man? Leaking?
No, it's black resin in the crack of the wood.
Yeah. It's stabilized.
I think that's what makes it look good. Yeah, I hear talk about the Bogart ring. I've never seen one. And the only one that they have on the KHW site is stainless steel. But I've got a shorty ring. I've got a JMK ring that's real short. Hopefully that'll work. I'll dig it out after the show. Jam it on there.
Need some
Yeah, that's a hard one, Osama. You went in deep.
Still hitting hard. Nope, same PayPal. Same one I've used since the second time we've ran waffles in the group over a year ago. Well over a year ago.
Well, let me check, Braden. Let's get on Steam Tuners real quick.
Nice, Jason. Someone did not refresh my page. All right.
I don't see it on their site.
All right, guys. What's it? All right, let me check payments.
Oh.
What?
How come I didn't see these last time?
Yeah, the rings? They're just
Yeah.
currently out of stock.
Do you need anything from there if I order one of these?
I might take a pack of the inserts.
We might have to make an order then. Because I know it's $20 from the ring, but it's going to be like $50 for shipping.
You can go with the cheaper shipping option if you're willing just to wait.
I'm not.
I know you're not. Alright, guys, let me confirm payments.
I think that's all of us, Osama. All right, sounds good, Braden. Maybe we can all three chip in to kill some of that shipping cost.
I think I'm just missing one payment. Figure out who I'm missing.
Brandon, speaking of the car, where are we at on that? Have we fired it up yet?
Just missing one payment.
So what are we going to do? A group buy from KHW?
We could.
Well, it looks like Aaron's wanting a tank. Ricky's wanting a tank. Inserts. Braden wants a ring. I want a ring. You want inserts. We could probably get something put together. And then just split shipping. Well, would that save them any money, though, because of shipping to them? Have to do some maths. I guess it still would. If it was $30 for 4 of us or 5 of us, it's $6 each plus $3. It'd be $9 shipping instead of $30. Oh, that sucks, Brandon. Well, it doesn't suck. Well, no, if it was a dud fuel pump, then yeah, it sucks. Andrew, sometimes things just magically happen. No, it would be a money savings. If we can get 6 people in, it would save about $21 because I imagine their shipping's 30, right? For DHL?
I want to say it was 20, but
Oh shit, yeah, it would save.
But yeah, I mean it still saves. I mean you're gonna pay like $2 plus whatever regular first class shipping is. So you got $7, $8, $9, something like that.
Well, I'm on their site right now. Let me just take a look for the tanks. I'm guessing we're talking about the MTL, right? Top fill kit. Polycarbonate gone. 3.5 out of stock. 2.5 nano out of stock. Oh, we might have spoke too early. Well, that was the kit though. 2 out of stock. 3.5 out. No, I think they're out of stock of them. I think they're out of stock of the tanks. Never mind.
I have to add money to my random.
Just take it out of the NAR funds.
Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like they're out of stock of everything except for the rings.
Do they have even anything besides the stainless steel right now?
They have black rings. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, basically.
They have the black Delrin 22, 23, 24 ring. And they have the stainless steel C ring 22, 23, 24. I would want the black Delrin.
Yeah, for sure. Come on, random. Give me my money. This is the first time I've had them not like instantly pop up.
Braden, what did you want? Did you want a ring too? Where's he at?
Sorry, guys, I can't run the ring yet until money shows up in my giveaway account on random.
Okay, so they got 3 of them. You wanted inserts too, yeah?
Yeah, just airflow inserts.
MTL. Door MTL RTA AFC inserts, the 3-pack.
Yeah, it should have the 1.5 through 2.5 or something like that.
1.5, 2.0, and 2.5.
Yeah.
I should probably get a pack of those too.
I figure at some point I'll want to try them.
Yeah. Add to cart. View cart. Calculate shipping. United States. Where the fuck is M? Missouri. Farmington. Update.
Osama says he wants rings and inserts.
Yeah, it's $28 for shipping. Okay, so Osama wants a ring.
And inserts. And Aaron wants inserts.
Okay. Okay. So I got 4 inserts and 4 sets of inserts and 4 rings. $20 shipping. Going once, I'm gonna just do it.
Anybody else want anything? What tanks are you getting?
I'm not getting any. They don't have any.
Just rings and inserts.
Yeah, just rings and inserts. 153 euro of rings and inserts.
Jesus. Log out of my account and back in. Because it is not showing my... Oh, there it is. Logged out, logged back in. That worked. Robert wants to know how much the inserts are.
12.99 euro, so probably 16 bucks. Nick, I wanted Bograt, the stainless steel Bograt. Okay. That would have been helpful to know when I was placing the order, but...
Did you already place the order?
No.
Okay.
Let me go back to them. Bograt adapters. Stainless steel. Add to cart. Cart. 3 Delrin rings. 4 packs of inserts. 1 stainless steel ring. Did somebody else want inserts?
Robert Wakefield one. I was looking at him.
And Robert Wakefield wants a set of inserts. Anything else? Going once? Going twice? Proceeding to checkout. Billing details. Robert, United States, 1 North, Farmington, Missouri. Yeah, we'll create an account while we're here. All right. 3 black rings, 5 inserts, 1 stainless ring, DHL.
Braden says, hold on 1 sec. He's checking on tips. Alright, while he's checking on tips, let's go ahead and run the titanium ring and tip. Move that off my screen. Alright, guys. We have Mr. Sanchez at the top, Mr. Pearson at the bottom. 11 names. This is for the titanium ring and tip set. Titanium ring and tip. Mr. Sanchez at the top, Mr. Pearson at the bottom. We have 1049.25, 1049.27 will be first on third. There's Nick for you. It's a roll of the dice, 11 entries. First round. Jerry at the top, Blake at the bottom. Second round, Jerry at the top, Ricky at the bottom. It is 1049.44 to 45, and the winner is Aaron LaBerge, spot number 3.
Congrats, sir.
Congrats, buddy.
I forget you can't hear me.
I can hear you now.
Congrats, Aaron. Dwarf 24mm direct long drip tip Delrin Black. Drip tips. What page is it on, Braden? Oh, here it is. Dwarf DL 24mm drip tip. I don't think they have them. Black Delrin. Okay. Add 1 to cart. Also seen fucking Braden. Steam Tuners T9 Ultim. T9 Ultim. Okay. Now I'm going to check out. 3 rings, Black Delrin. 5 airflows. 1 stainless steel ring. 1 Dwarf DL 24mm drip tip Delrin Black. And 1 Steam Tuners T9 Ultim drip tip. Proceed to checkout.
I'll take a beer if you're ordering.
Oh, you fucker. A beer?
Yeah.
What's it want me to do? Fill all of it out again?
Will do, man. Yeah, I'll send it with it. Yours is in clear coat, so you'll probably go out. I'm gonna say Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. I have to send out Monday 45 boxes, so let's not overwhelm them with 46 if I can afford it.
Come on.
Brandon English wants something for his tank he doesn't have.
Dude, sites like this kill me with how slow they are. $222.05.
Oh, he still hasn't done the Star Dead drop for today. He did it yesterday at 3:30 in the afternoon. Caught a ton of people off guard.
I turned multi-authenticator on. Why is it not sending the text? Did I get hacked?
Up KHW?
Well, I turned multi... There it is. It wasn't sending me the code.
Blake, hit up Nick. Send him your address. Probably already have. This is the 75C. But he's the one sending out the Narda. I don't know what else you guys want to chat about. I don't know if you weren't in earlier. I'll give an update. The bottles are in my hands. They showed up on late Thursday night. Yep. With the current mod order I have to get out, I will be packaging them up hopefully tomorrow night and shipping labels and then getting them to the post office Monday morning. That's my goal. If I don't get fully done by tomorrow night, it'll be Tuesday, but you'll have them this week, your orders. And then the mod, or the El Diablo list number 5, they're curing right now, the bottom contact, but I should have them done tomorrow. And those will go out as well. So that's the 45 packages going out.
Night block, eh? See you, Jerry.
I'm not drinking beer right now, man. I'm just beat from one week at work plus a lot of mod making. I'm actually out of water.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm a little exhausted myself.
Well, yeah, we're gonna call it early tonight. I don't know, not the second, but yeah.
And then to update everybody, well, I think I already updated everybody in the group, but if you ordered something from me, it's packed up. It'll be shipped out Monday. So pay your bill if you haven't, please. Because I'll probably ship it even if you've paid or not. That's just kind of how I do it, but please don't. Please pay it.
It's the same with the El Diablo. If you haven't finished paying your invoice, get it in tomorrow. But I'm not as nice as Nick. I will not send yours until you finish payment. I have to go through my payments right now and figure out who's already paid. I've seen people posting in the chat all day today. But you have till tomorrow night. Well, you have till Monday morning. I'll have it packaged up, but it won't go with the rest of the mods. Pretty much.
Yeah, there's a few of them there, buddy. There's still a couple left unpacked. The wife had to go to the daughters and say hey. I appreciate it, Richard. Be my strong arm.
Oh yeah.
Not lightly. It rape whistles.
It's an art product. It's a Narta. So I always get whistle from NARM products, and I'm actually getting a smidge of whistle on the Skyfall, which is unique.
Blake's already asking me for tracking. I'm kidding.
Well, guys, is there anything else you want to chat about? We went into depth with the new El Diablo. If you guys need want any other questions about that, go ahead.
Braden, I feel you, dude. I feel you on that. I can't believe it has taken this fucking long.
What are you at now?
Never normal caps.
I know, boy. Time-wise.
I want to say this is the 5th or 6th week.
Jesus.
I mean, it feels like a long time. And I wish they were upfront about it. Like, I'm glad that they offer the stuff, but man, put on there in big bold. This will take fucking 2 months. So by the time you get these caps, you're going to be moved on to the next atomizer and you won't need these anymore. So then I don't like get a hook in my mouth and then order a shit ton of them. I mean, our stuff takes 3 to 4 weeks, but we're up front. Like, if you can't wait that long, that's fine. Don't sign up, but at least we inform people.
How long do we expect to list for Diablo Plus? Aaron, probably 2-3 weeks. I think that's going to be the point. I want to get one more round of protos in, and if everything lines up, then those will go out first. I think I'm going to order probably 4 or 5 this week with the one little revision I'm making, and then once those go get in, if they're good, then I'll build those and waffle those ones probably for the first ones to go out, and then I'll drop a list afterwards.
Diego. Your rape whistle keeps making him think that his girlfriend's calling him.
Yeah, it's not quiet. I mean, if I take this cap and I close down, this is 25% close. If I
Yes,
go
dear.
50% closed, still there, and 75% closed. Pretty good there. And it's still pretty airy. When's the next time you can get a 75C?
That's a tough one. There's probably 2 lists before I will do a 75C again. Because we had talked about it. I think we're going to pull the Rapture off SNL and run a list.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wanted to do a BB list because there's only like 5 of them. So, and I won't do those at the same time. I don't know, man. It's going to be a minute. If you want a 75C, check the buy, sell, trade in Mod Bros. I know I saw 1 or 2 in there at a pretty good cost. I think there was an all-black one, if I'm not mistaken, for like $175.
I don't know if it's still there. They seem to go pretty quick.
I would check the buy, sell, trade, Matt. You may find one in there. Yep, Aaron, you'll be able to do FE on the Raptures. Again, about time. I'll send you some photos, Brandon.
Him using it.
Yeah, of me using it. Yeah. No. How many are there? 7, right?
So, what?
There's 7 BB boxes. I made 2. One went to you, one went to Diego. Then I made 5. One my wife has. 2 of them went to Brandon. Then he sent one off to Robert, I believe. Richard Rodriguez has one. I'm not sure where the others are.
Yeah, I think 7 sounds right. There's 7 total.
Yeah, 7 total. 7 of those, 5 of the Blasphemy, and like maybe 15 Raptures total.
Sounds about right.
You are one of the 7, Diego. You're actually one of 2. You got one of the prototypes, the final prototype. Joseph, my bad. It's hard for me to keep track. Speaking of the 1 of 5 guy, the guy that started the James Powell, I noticed that he's gotten kicked out of every group he's in that I've seen him in.
He goes to Hissy Fit.
Yeah. The last group I saw him in was Wicks and Coils. He's been kicked out of that one now.
Jesus. What do you have to do to get kicked out of Wits and Coils?
Almost anything.
Fucker. Not you. Them. I cannot believe I got booted for what I said.
I can.
I can, and I mean, I know I can, but it's just out of, like, pure concept. The rapiness of that vibe I got was, ugh.
Well, I remember when he first came onto the scene, he was like super J fanboy. I think he's the one that bought him that humongous vicious ant that was like the puke and neon green. Just fucking disgusting looking.
Yep. It's
Brian Nichols.
all right. Well, he just said who it was.
Yeah, I don't care. He's a fucker. I can't stand the dude.
Yeah.
I didn't like him before he was an admin, and I surely don't like him now.
So I'll just say what I said. There was a photo of the build Jay put into the Narca. Then there was a post made by Mac Pinto, which I have no problem with. I'll basically criticizing everything that was wrong in the video, and with quotes in there, and it was pretty trash talky of a post.
Very trash
And
talk.
it was to incite some anti-talk for sure was happening. And I, about 25 comments in, wrote, that video made me cringe. That's all I wrote. Because the way he built the coil in the deck and some of the things he got wrong. But I said it made me cringe. There were a ton of people just hardcore bashing on him. And that's the only thing I put. Then I got kicked from Wits and Coils and blocked and banned. I messaged Brian, and I don't want to get this wrong. Well, I can't now because it's blocked. He blocked me, and I returned the favor. I asked, maybe, do I have the screenshot somewhere?
I know you posted it to me. I didn't. But it would be way up.
It's I have a screenshot of exactly what was said, so I don't want to say it wrong.
I'll be honest, when I was watching Jay build that, I thought he was playing like a practical joke, like being funny.
I did too. And that's why I was like, it made me cringe, okay? He put the coil in backwards. I mean, if I would say that about anyone, but I don't know. That was enough for him, and he wasn't responding in that post at all. So whoever was watching it, that post and reporting it back, and I'm pretty sure Jay has Matt Pinto blocked, but I know Brian Nichols wasn't in Narmods, so I don't believe it could have been him watching it. But I messaged Brian because he's the only admin that I could remember was in the group, and all I wanted to know was what rule I broke. Now, I'm not going to lie. I knew what what I got blocked for because I wrote something in that thread. But I want to know what Wits and Coils rule I broke to get blocked from the group. Alright. I have the screenshot. I said, "Hi Brian, I appear to have been kicked out of Wits and Coils, and I'm not quite sure I am not sure what I did." His response to me was, "Go suck off Mac and Kyle the cum dumpster. You talk shit there and wonder why you're not here," then blocked me. And that is the quote for quote response I got back on why I was banned from Wits and Coils after being in there for 2.5 years when it was small and contributing and never making any, inappropriate comments. I always read their rules. I sold my 502 and bought a 502 in that group, all by rules. But
yeah, make no mistake, me and Dane were fanboys. We liked Jay.
and
We loved that group. That was our mod bros
back
back.
when it was like 1,000 people, and it was great. But I got told to go suck off Mac and Kyle the cum dumpster because of my comment. And I was extremely appropriate back, but I got blocked immediately after that, and I have the screenshots to show it. I still didn't tell me what I did that violated his rules. So that's the story. Yep, same with me. These nuts. I mean, literally, I was in that group and liked it from the beginning. Met a lot of the people I know in that group. They helped me get into a lot of high-end groups and stuff. And I took Jay's reviews seriously a couple years ago and bought products based off his reviews. I think it all started to change for me with his Haku Cruiser or Phenom, whichever one he did review. Where I very much started realizing that he didn't really know what he was referring to when it came to some high-end stuff. I'm not going to pick a fight there, but he obviously knew he was building the Narca wrong, and the way he placed that coil made me cringe, because I knew it wasn't the right way to do it. But because of that comment, I got told to go suck off Mac and Kyle, the cum dumpster. So, if you're on Wits and Coils, that's what you're dealing with. So, and didn't give me a chance to even respond back with any defense.
It is Ken. His Phenom review. I think he didn't like the Phenom because Haku didn't give him one, and he tried and tried and tried and could never get one, and finally one of his group members sent him one to review, and this is personal opinion. I don't know if it's true. I think he shit on it just to get back at the Haku people.
Yep.
Because I think we can all agree at the time, the Haku was one of the top flavor addies on the market.
I mean, when I got mine, I considered sending it to him. Just so he could review it. I mean, that was back when I, again, listened to him. It just...
If I hadn't built an Arca, that video wouldn't have bothered me. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, wow, that's kind of a difficult deck to build on. But when I got mine, I literally put the coil on the rod, sat the rod down, tightened 2 screws, and I was done.
Mm-hmm.
It was perfect. It was the easiest Addy to build on I've ever built, probably. The easiest. Even easier than a Haku.
I think the Haku, you had to play with the coil more. With the Arca, you just put it in the coil jig and it's perfectly aligned. It's sad what that group has become. It just turned into something weird, I guess. I still like being part of it. It was sad to get booted.
It's a nostalgia thing for me. I don't garner any information there. I don't really post there. It's just I can't imagine not being in Wix. You know what I mean? It's like the first real group that I was in. It's kind of where I cut my teeth on building. It's where I introduced the first like thing that I ever made. You know, I fucking sold a ton of RX 200 conversions out of there. I've talked to Jay on the phone. I thought he was a great guy. And he still may be outside of his shtick. But his admins, some of them, not all, because there's a couple of good ones, like Cordrin was always a good dude.
I mean, one of our creators in Mod Bros was a moderator.
Admin
for Wits and Coils. Until he decided to go back in the military and they blocked and banned him.
Kyle was an admin in Wicks and Coils.
Yep. It was one of the first groups I joined. It's the one that started my journey, I would say. And he was one of the first reviewers I actually watched and joined a Facebook group because of. Like, it was a nostalgia thing for me too, and occasionally to see mods and stuff come through, and I answered questions here and there when I saw them. And can't publicly say I cringed at a video without getting booted and told to go suck off someone.
I'll say this: I'm glad that Mod Bros is what it is right now. The group.
Yep. Yeah, Robert, I saw your comment in there, and I'm actually surprised that they left it at the way they run that group now. If there's anything, yeah, Brandon, they did. Jay himself did. I mean, I'm not afraid to say it at this point, but he said he was headed back in the military. He'd be inactive for 8 weeks for training. And they were said okay. He got back and he was blocked and banned from the group. He messaged Jay and Jay said it's because he wasn't active. He told him that it was because he was going into training, and Jay's response back was along the lines of, I don't give a shit. You weren't active, so I blocked and banned you. So I'm not the only one from our admin team that got booted and blocked, but there's only one of us standing now in that group.
But probably not for long.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Matt. We love you too, buddy. And yes, you do get contact high from watching Mailman.
Yep, he has a personality, and he has an on-screen personality, and I'm not not belittling any time he put in the military, because I'm not about that or saying anything. But for as pro-military as his on-screen act and show is, it shocked us that he said what he said to Kyle. And it was very unfortunately said, and we never made it public, I guess, until now. Until the second incident with them. And it is not something where I want to see any kind of comments or backlash. It's just what happened. I can't say I was right. I mean, he does run that group. It is his group. And if I said something to irritate him on that one comment, then it's my fault.
Yeah.
And I don't deserve to be in the group. If one of you were to trash talk Nick for something that was inappropriate, then you would get blocked and banned from Mod Bros too. I mean, that's not something that's, okay in someone else's group. But if you were to say that you watched one of our videos here and you cringed at something we did, then, you're not going to get blocked and banned for that.
We'd probably laugh with you.
I probably wouldn't be like, yeah, I rewatched it and cringed myself. Yeah. But we admit when we mess up. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, nobody's perfect. I
never mess up. So I don't have to admit anything.
Yeah.
No, David, that I don't send any reviewers, not just Jay, but I don't send any reviewers mods just for publicity. It's not. I don't want to say it's not something we don't need, but I don't think I could handle any more workload, really. I like the abuse, Mark, to be honest with you.
And feel free to tag us, just saying.
Yeah, I don't mind if you tag me. I'll ignore it.
There's a little easy button up in there in the notifications that says mark all red. It's not that hard to do. I don't care if there's 500 of them.
Yeah, and there's nothing that's so important that I have to see it. So if I miss it because somebody else is tagging me, it'll finally catch up to me later.
Yeah, and I mean, Dragon, I'm not going to lie. He has a few high ends, but your big name high ends, the big ones that are constantly showing up, I've never seen him use one. Geppettos, Frankies, Armor Mods, Voyeurs, Hellfire, mods. NAR products for the most part now is one.
Spot Mafia. It does bum me out sometimes when we get traders in our midst. You know what I mean? Like, you think that you're a bro through and through, and then you see somebody hand checking something that it's just a slap in the face. I don't want to call anybody out, but like Robert Wakefield and Mark Venus.
Those
fictitious character.
Those two.
Robert messaged me something today. He is like, hey, can we work together on this custom whatever project? And I'm like, oh, I don't know if Charles Rowe will do that or not.
Brandon, we'll see. Only you'll know.
But no, I know it's all good. I mean, I bust some guys' balls about it, but nobody's going to use just Mod Bro mods. Well, except maybe Richard, because he is Mod Bro through and through. But even number 2 Mod Bro doesn't just use Mod Bro mods.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've got the ultimate rare lineup in front of me today.
That's all in good fun, boys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
I think Andrea's our 0.05% female.
So we had this talk, and I don't know if we did it on live or not, but if you go into the statistics of our group, we have a very interesting dispersion, we should
Demographics.
say.
Later, Ken. Get some apple pie, buddy.
More member details. We've got 4.5% women, 94.9% men, and 0.6 custom.
Custom.
And where's the to get it to switch? Where I can't remember how to get it to switch now to age. Somewhere in here it says 0.1% of men is between the ages of 13 and 17, and we are yet to figure out who the hell that 0.1 person is who's saying they're under 18. And then we've got, it's like 11% 18 to 24. But it's mostly 25 to 34, 35 to 44. Interesting dispersion.
Yeah, I saw it, Aaron.
Post those Diablos up there and ask who, someone asked who made it. And say, oh, I can't tag him. I thought he was in here. Get yourself booted.
Yeah, that's my favorite part, Diego. Custom for sex.
Sets custom. Someone has to have, sets, yes please. As the sets or whatever.
Probably, yeah.
And if you post, does it say, it says, Nick shared his first post, or Nick shared his post, or commented on his post, or her post. I'm wondering, does it say its post, or their post, or, what does it say?
Customs post.
On customs post. Insert gender here.
I have to split it up, Osama, and get you a price. I just ordered it all. I have to look at. I guess everybody who got something, PM me with what you ordered. I think I'll be able to remember.
Sean, just so you know, there's more 45 to 54-year-olds in the group than there are 18 to 24-year-olds in the group.
Do what? Yeah. E-Money Mills, building that lean-to.
I would like to say that the construction of that looks phenomenal.
I worked in construction many years, and it does look like a bang-up job. Mm-hmm.
Brandon, you're definitely going to get booted for that comment, by the way.
Oh, shit, what did you do?
Just so you know, that's pretty much like a guarantee. You're going to get booted.
Y'all gonna bring the heat on us. Oh, Mikey Children just got posted his mod bro mod.
I am banned from the group. These nuts. I am banned. I'm not just got kicked. I got kicked and banned. I can't see the group anymore. I guarantee you they deleted all my posts too.
Yeah, I don't think that thread's going to end well, to be honest with you.
You see in the thread where he posted?
Yeah.
He sent me a screenshot of it, so.
That'll probably be it for me, too. They're going to think we put them up to it.
I mean, it's not about picking a fight. Osama, you cannot get SSVTI wire. Unfortunately, the company that makes it is not making wire right now. They do not know when they'll be back in production. Hence why it's so rare and hard to find. I'm lucky enough to have gotten a pack of 0.4, 0.5, and 0.6. I will not let it go because I cannot find more. I'm actually using it in my Dwarf right now. And I am rocking 25 watts, 420 degrees on a 0.26. And flavor's amazing.
And I am 0.5. Numbers, temp control.
The numbers I gave you, told you to use. Changed your whole vaping experience.
I'm not going to deny that it may have altered my feelings about RTAs slightly.
It's a good thing.
Still on that same battery?
Still on the same first bottle. Like, 10 mils of fucking juice is a lot. I will say I'm definitely going to move to bar magnets, though. So, I found that when I'm sticking my finger in here, I'm pulling the door. And I'm going to move to bar magnets or...
That also might not happen so much once you get the correct size.
Yeah, this will sit a lot tighter. Like, it's loose only because the battery's so tight in there right now. Andrea, I will say alright, so, you know, I've been chatting with you a bunch about them. The best flavor tank out there, in every one that I've tried, and it's not super extensive, but the one that I've tried is the Dwarf Mouthalon. And the Wits and 12 page is blowing up with Mod Bros mods. Well, good, guys. Post them up. I mean, they're not going to ban you for hand check.
They might.
Well, if they do, then then it is what it is. I'm sorry, guys. I may have not unintentionally launched the first missile over the fence, if that made sense, if that's what it was. Not trying to start a war. But yeah, the best tank is the Dwarf Mouthalon. If you can get a hold of one of those, its flavor is amazing. RDTA wise, I really like the Narta, which is really hard to get, so that's kind of not up there great. Nick would say the Riviera, I'm sure.
Riviera is really fucking good.
So, and then, I mean, RDAs are in my opinion, are going to have better flavor, with the one exception probably being the MTO. Gotta try the 1.6 mouth alone answer. It's pretty good, bro. I will. I mean, I'm using like a 0.3 on coil right now, and it feels like it has a little too much air for me. So I have the 1.9s.
So, have you heard this new witchcraft that people are doing with their Skyfalls, Dane?
Is it new or
I don't know if it's new. I just heard about it.
flipping the airflow?
Well, they're using two different airflows, like a 1 millimeter on one side and a 1.6 on the other.
So it's more of a one-sided airflow, I guess.
That's exactly what I said. But they're like, no, no, no.
It's technically two-sided, but you're gonna pull a lot more air from the 1.6 side. So Andrea, that's my opinion. Now the Project X, I got amazing flavor from the Project X, but the build was super sensitive. I built it a bunch of times, and the best flavor I ended up getting was off of temp control settings from it. But its wicking was extremely sensitive. It's dialing that one in was a pain, but once it's dialed in, it's a beautiful tank, and the construction of that tank is gorgeous. It's really nice, but it is
basically
very
is.
sensitive.
Well, Andrea, I had that happen to me. When I built the billet box for the first time, I had ran out of the juice I'd been using in the dwarf. So I put a new juice in it, and the flavor was just muted and dead and dry. So I thought there was something wrong with the billet box. I tried like 3 or 4 different builds in it, just couldn't get it to work right. I was literally ready to sell it. And then I got the dwarf tank needed to be refilled. So I put the same juice that I put in the billet box, and my dwarf didn't have any flavor. It was terrible. So whenever I finally got the juice that I'd been using back that gave good flavor and put it in the billet box, well, now it's on par with the dwarf. So it could just be a juice issue and not a build issue. Not all juices do well in the same device, so I'm told, and have experienced now since I stopped doing just one juice.
Well, guys, if we don't have anything else to talk about, then I'm gonna knock off. It's still got a lot of work to do tomorrow. Osama, just PM me. We'll talk. I'll make you a coil, so you have one.
Well, I've only built the Riviera 3 times, but each time it was banging flavor with just. I couldn't even tell you how I built it, to be honest. It's been a minute.
Make it to after dark. 20 more minutes. Well, you guys have to give us something to talk about, because I'm running low. Hey, Victoria? I think she's asleep.
Is it time for some whiskey?
I wish I had some. I actually don't. So, without the battery in there, like, it doesn't wiggle at all. I get a little side movement, but not much. The battery is it's just slightly too tight. I mean, the new contact's only a small contact on the bottom. And then, if I can get my camera angle right. That's the top contact. Let me go grab a battery.
Dude, Mark, she did.
Oh, yeah.
Those looked fucking amazing. Come on, Sean. I know you were in there throwing them comments out, one right after another. You come in here and all of a sudden you're sleeping.
That one was down to 3.6. A little under 3.6. Yeah, the blue one she did is crazy.
Yeah, it looks so good, dude.
No, it's that's a filing cabinet, and behind it is a 65-inch plasma TV that I don't use. I'm gonna try to get my office put away next weekend, since I won't have mods to make. This is juice for days. 10 mils.
Aaron going into the commercial business. I watch the high-end vape show sometimes. I'm just not like super high-end kind of guy, so a lot of the stuff they talk about doesn't really interest me.
I don't know, these nuts, honestly. Yeah, I just do.
I'm the same way as these nuts. 3.8, and it's getting swapped.
Yeah, you know, on the 21-700 new Diablo, well, that's not even a full tank of juice. Because that was one tank of juice. But there's the... brand new battery.
Rowdy. Yeah, I like PAL too. I met PAL through an RX conversion. Super excited dude, man, about vaping. Like, I think he was one of the first people that was like I ever met that was legitimately hobbyist, full on vape gear. Drink coffee and vape Crux. What is Crux? Is that a juice?
Skyfall's great, man. Really is. Kind of happy to have my Skyfall back.
I can concur. The Skyfall is a good atomizer. And you know, that thinking about that, that's one of the things that I love about what we do. Because of this, we've met some fucking cool people. Like Sean, I met him almost 2 years ago now, and I never would have if it hadn't been for like doing shit like this. Well, even you, Dane.
Mm-hmm.
The high-end vape show is Tenacious TX TDZV. Some Hebrew guy named Swaggins. Long Locks of Love Louie. And PAL 702.
What's up, Chris?
Mr. St. Clair?
Alright, I'm going to say this one hits harder.
Thankfully, you finally admit it.
Could be the higher gauge or the lower gauge wire. Yeah, she's cranked it. Great flavor too.
Changed his name to Pal THC. I heard he was getting into that business.
Is he getting into that business or is he getting into CBD business?
No, I think full on. I don't want to speak for him, but I think he may be, because it's legal there or going to be legal there. I don't know. I don't want to speak out of character. Mr. Clouds Bro Clouds Windsor.
What's up, Ethan? Here's the new mod, Ethan. It is officially a big brother.
I am a secret fanboy of the vape, the high-end vape show forum, the high-end vape family.
Yep, it's the bus. We haven't done one. We need to do one. Let me get these bottles out first. Which, thanks to everyone who participated in the bottle buy. I've got a ton to do. I don't know what you're talking about, we. Need some Cosby sweater? Yeah. Ethan, if you're cool with doing, I'll talk to you. Maybe we can pick out, like, your 10 most popular flavors that you can do or something, and we'll do a group buy. Thanks, man. I really liked it. I said earlier, there's just a few minor changes I'm going to make to it. One minor change, actually. And the rest of it's good to go. I'll put her through her paces before we do a list, but I'm pretty sure it's good to go. We'll see what you think, Nick.
Yeah, I'm excited to give it a whirl. Hey, Ethan, have you you heard about the PMTA Jazz Review? Because it sounds like we may need a hookup for juice. You still going to be able to do the thing?
Which one's the dual 18650?
The plus he's asking about.
Oh, it's single 21-700 with a 10 ml bottle.
The EBC L Devil with a 10 mil or a 10 cc squonk container. Because milliliter is equivalent to a cc. Same thing, called different. It's not the same.
It's an all-day vape now, Chris. It's not about as little as I can make it. It's larger, but not ridiculous. So there's a Rapture. So you can see. Let me line up the bottoms. There you go. Gonna get crazy pretty soon, as long as I can get it.
1 milliliter was 1 cc. Is my math wrong? Could be. It's been fucking. Oh. No, one milliliter is cubic meters. Okay, my math was wrong.
Chris, this came in today. The print came in, and I just rush built it this evening. That's why we were an hour late on live, so that I could get it built. It seemed to go to better together smoother though, but we'll see when I have to do 10 of them.
Oh, 1 cubic centimeter is equal to 1 milliliter. So one.
Of water, right?
Yeah. So 1 cc is 1 ml. And
I
my
guess it doesn't matter, water or not. It's volume.
30 cc.
30 cc is a lot.
Well, I'm going to quit talking because I don't know if I'm right, but I'm almost positive that cc is ml.
Tracking on the plus. Soon, guys. Trust me. Like I said, I'm going to order probably 4 or 5. We'll see what I have left over for materials. Because the first ones I order in, I'm going to use what I still have on hand before I place a big order. The first ones will go up to Waffle as the first releases, and then there'll be a list afterwards.
Well, it's been about 10 years since I've had to do those kind of conversions, but I thought it was. But then I know that Wee's a pretty smart dude. But whatever. Yeah, where you been, Chris? I don't think I've seen you posting anywhere, like none of the usual hotspots.
It's confirmed. It's 1 cc. It's 1 mil. Wee's just trolling you.
Well, he did a very good job.
Alright, guys. I'm beat. I need to head to bed so I can finish these mods and these bottle order tomorrow for you guys. So, let's call it a night. Thanks for everyone coming out. Really appreciate it. And you'll be seeing these soon. So, this is ready to go. And Nick, you got anything?
Yeah, we was wrong.
You're wrong. 9 minutes to what, man? I'm tired. Not gonna lie. I got a lot of mods to finish up tomorrow. All before work starts. So, peace out. Have fun, everyone.
Bye, guys.